Button.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Country Junkies, Rob and John. Oh, yeah.
And we're live. Guys, would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hey guys, we are We Rise to Fall from Asheboro, North Carolina. Go ahead and introduce.
I'm JB. I play guitar. I'm Dorset. I'm the bass.
And this is Fran.
Nice to meet you guys.
And I'm Jeremy, and I'm the vocalist.
Charlie, the drummer.
All right.
So how'd you guys all meet?
Well, long story. Charlie and I met, I don't know, several years ago, and we were playing at a mutual friend's house, and that's how we met. And then probably went 10 years and I didn't see him, and then ended up being a drummer from a previous band of mine, and we just have been playing music ever since. We started this project together. And then Dorset back there, the bass player, he's a friend of Charlie's, so he brought him in. And JB, I've been knowing him for a long time also, and he stepped up when we needed a new guitar player. So. Yeah.
Now I'm assuming I can figure out how your name came about, but what is your reasoning for the name of your band?
It just sounded cool. Nah, it was we were trying to come up with something unique, and at the time a former member had come up with something similar to it, but it was already taken. So we decided how every society builds itself up and it always falls no matter what, it seems like, and it seemed really fitting at the time. Also, we started this band the way the world is, the climate, and we just went with it.
It's legit. I love that name. You guys have a good name for your band.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
So
We never know who's going to go next. It's so funny.
Yeah, I know. So this is a hard question for you guys. What would you want to leave as your legacy?
Well, mine is just a good mark on people. Just I want to know that I've touched people with my music, with our music, and every time I hear that at a show when somebody comes up and is like, man, we had a shitty day or whatever, and just being here tonight just made my day. That's worth more than any amount of money you could ever bring to me personally. And, that's the type of legacy I want to leave behind.
Sounds about right to me. Yeah.
Well, don't copy my shit, guys. Come on.
You uttered it better than I ever would have, so there you go.
So is that everyone's agreement? That's awesome.
I just forced Paul to agree with everything I said, so just
do what he says.
Just go along with whatever I say.
Smart man. So I'd like to talk about your latest release. You guys, your latest release is Daydreamer, which is a badass song, and you guys just released it Christmas Eve, right?
Yep.
What was the inspiration for that song?
When I originally wrote the song, I was sitting at the house on an acoustic guitar, and I was just kind of like vegging out. And I was kind of like just daydreaming, kind of just chilling on the couch, and I just had this old school 90s, I don't know how to explain it, I don't know, just I was flashing back to the 90s when we were teenagers and shit, and things were cool, and I just started riffing around the guitar, and I was like, man, it's kind of a cool jam. And then I took it to practice, and Charlie just came with the drum beat automatically, and then it just progressed from there. We just built upon it.
That's definitely a badass song. I listened to it a few times.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You guys are awesome. I mean, I've heard quite a few of your singles over the past, and you guys definitely got some killer shit coming, and I can't wait to see what's next.
I really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So if you can pick your own bill, who would you want on it?
Which one of y'all want to go first?
Your own bill.
Your own bill.
Your own bill.
How many bands have we got on this bill?
I'm gonna say top 5.
Oh, 5 total?
5.
Y'all go first. I'll go last.
Trivium, Bullet, Avenged, August Burns Red. What's another good? Let's just throw out a crazy. Incubus. Just out of nowhere.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, well, that'd be an awesome lineup. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say, Slayer,
That's a
Negative,
gimme.
yeah, Negative, Carcass, Meshuggah, let's see, Down, probably, yeah, Down. Took one of yours.
Damn.
Ooh.
Took one. Done fuck my damn bill up.
Sorry, man.
Dorset?
Mine would be. I would have August Burns Red. They're one of my top bands. Alexis on Fire. They just recently started touring again, and so that would be a group I'd have in. Let's see, number three. Always been a big fan of Lamb of God. That's pretty much a given. 3, 4. I'm gonna cross over the water and get Opeth. I'm a big fan of theirs also. I would have them and some older band. Let's see, not really playing anymore. What's a good band not really playing anymore? I'd probably have to just put Trivium on there. They're another big
Okay.
band I like.
Well, since you messed mine up, let me see. I'll probably have to go with Korn.
Ooh,
I really like
Yes.
them a lot. Can we do like deceased artists also?
Say it again?
Why not?
Deceased
Yeah.
artists?
Yeah.
Okay, how about like Korn, Prince? I know it's a freaking curveball, but like Prince is probably like one of the baddest musicians ever to play. So, let's see. Corrosion of Conformity.
Nice.
Okay.
Let's go Deftones, and another curveball we'll do like Slaughter.
Hell yeah. All right. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Just like you, I'm all over the place musically, man. I don't judge.
Yeah.
Metal is metal. I don't care what genre it is. If it's banging and everyone's jumping, that's all that fucking matters to me. So I feel you on that.
I wish more people thought like that. Everybody's just like, "Oh, you don't do this or that." Like it's all good, man.
Hell yeah. I don't let nobody tell me what's right and what's wrong or what's metal and what's not. Who the fuck are they to decide? That's what I
it.
like,
Exactly.
I get that. Hell yeah. So you guys have been on some you guys have done some awesome fests in the past and stuff like that. I know you guys have been on Frightening Metal Fest. You plan on going to Metal Fest 3 this year?
Yeah, as long as we're invited back. I know they asked us last year if we'd be interested, and we said yes. So
Right.
for everything to line up, and really looking forward to it.
And that's awesome.
A bunch
Yeah.
of great bands are always on it. And a lot of our friends. So it's always a good time.
And those are awesome fests. I mean, you guys, I know you've already mentioned bands and bigger bands that you guys would like to play with. You guys have played with some killer bands that I absolutely love, like Shallow Side, Scars Remains, of course,
Yeah.
Buck Cherry. That's more on the bigger side, and of course, Dying Oath. They're awesome fucking bands. There you go. Yeah, hell yeah. Is there what other bands would you like to hit the stage with that are more on the local scene?
Like Nova Omega, they're really good. Push Button Apocalypse.
Mhm.
Those guys are insane. If you guys haven't checked them out, make sure you check them out. I mean, they're
Yeah, they are. They're nuts.
nasty. Like we just played a show with them last weekend, and How about you guys? Any more locals you want to throw in? Or like Midnight Massacre? Have you guys checked them out? Or,
Yeah, I know who they are.
okay. They're like a shock rock band. Pretty good.
I'm gonna have to check them out. I'll call myself on that one. That one I have not heard, so I'm gonna have to check them out.
Off the top of my head, it's not hitting me right now.
I totally didn't hear that. I'm just was that the only one?
Yeah, I think he said
Osara. They're out of South Carolina.
Okay.
They're really good.
All I heard was South Carolina.
sorry, we're low speakers.
You know what? It sucks because I'm half deaf, legit. So,
I am too. I never know if I'm talking too loudly or
no, not for me. That's for damn sure. I'm gonna turn my hearing aids up. I'm calling myself out. I wear one in each ear, legit.
I need to.
Yeah. Rob, you wanna go?
Yeah, the local scene, is popping, man. There's a lot of good bands out there. Everybody's putting in work and busting their ass again. It's nice to see the scene getting back to what it was before the pandemic, and it's just nice to see it coming back around. Things are
No.
hopefully it stays this way for a while.
So what is your favorite show you've ever played?
Man, it's so hard to pick one. I'm trying to think. Like Charlie and I, we played with so many okay, I'll give you my top two. My favorite one, it was for like sentimental purposes, like Living Color. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
I remember being a little kid in the '80s and turning on MTV and seeing them for the first time. I was like, "What the fuck is this? These guys are the shit," Well, fast forward, me and my mom, because my mom listens to metal, and she always loved them too. So when we found out we was opening up, I was like, "Mom, you got to come." So it was a cool deal. Like my mom came to the show, we got to hang out with them, and I ranked it up there because of all that. It was just cool to share that experience with her. And then I got to play with Down one night, and that was just like I fangirled out. That was the only time I ever was feeling Selma, man. I was like, "What the fuck?" So kind of got giddy on that one. But those are my top two.
My top two would be opening for Hinder. That was a very fun show. And also opening for POD.
Okay.
Very fun show.
Yeah.
Got to meet every one of them. Very down to earth guys. They stood outside the tour bus and chilled with everybody. Good show.
Yeah. Good recall.
What about the rest of you?
Well, I haven't been with them very long, but Buck Cherry show.
We threw him to the fucking wolves. Like first off, his very first show was opening up for Buck Cherry. It was like, so it was a sold
Welcome
out
to the family, right? Oh, yeah. You know what? That's the best way to go. Jumping in with both feet and just swallowing your pride and say, "I'm in."
Yeah.
That's the only way to do it, man. So you know what? Why not? Buck Cherry, balls in, right?
He kicked
And
ass.
in my aspect, it would be tits in. So
Hell yeah.
So you guys plan on going back to Blue Ridge? I know you were there last year. Am I right?
Probably not.
No?
Yeah, probably not.
All right, I'm not going to even go beyond that for an answer.
Yeah.
I'll leave that one and walk away.
It's cool, but yeah, probably not.
Yeah. Right, you got to do you, man. Whatever works best for you. So, mad respect on that. I get that completely. It doesn't work for everybody. You're going to still own that shit and you're still going to take over. So that's all that fucking matters. Just keep going.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got some other things lined up that we're doing, and we're hitting more like just traveling around more and just things like that.
Right.
We'll be announcing some more shows pretty soon.
So what was the best advice? So what was the best advice you were ever given?
Just to be yourself, because most people that are really there for music can read through your bullshit, and if you're just doing it because, oh hey, he's doing this, so I got to do it too. It bleeds through, and people can see it. But if you play from your heart, and people are gonna follow you if they connect to it, and it just makes you a better musician that way. I think playing from the heart.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because a lot of people will be like, oh, so and so's like he can play 1,000 notes a second. Sometimes that don't hit people. You can play 3 chords and make somebody cry. So what is a great musician? It's just open for interpretation.
Mhm. It's true. I agree, man. So you guys got anything coming up for 2022? Any shows coming up? Anything you'd like to put out there?
Yeah, we have a show next Friday, in Greensboro, North Carolina at Springer's.
Okay.
We're going to be joined by our friends at the band called Who I Are and Last to Speak. And after that, we're going to be heading back to the studio with Jamie King. We're going to be working on a new single. We're really excited about that. It's always a pleasure working with Jamie. He's really good at what he does, and he knows how to put lipstick on a pig.
I have never heard that term before.
I have.
I get it. I totally get it. That's great.
He's really good. He's produced all the Between the Buried Me albums, and pretty much everybody in NC and around this area goes to him.
Right.
That's
Really
cool.
good dude. There's your shout out, Jamie. But, yeah, we got that coming up. We got a few more things we're going to announce later on, and some new shows. I booked some more shows today that we'll be announcing soon. So.
Right. You guys plan on coming out towards Chicago at all?
I want to, if I knew somebody can get us a gig up there, wink, wink. Yeah, because, I'm from Crown Point, Indiana, which ain't too far from there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No shit. That's like an hour and a half from me. Seriously.
Yeah, I got some cousins still live in Gary, and
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, you're like a next door neighbor. Shit. Well, work.
Love to. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
We gotta get cracking on the bigger booking agents and get you guys out here because you guys are badass, and I definitely would love to see you guys live.
Cool. We'd love to do it. Just send us a message after the interview, and we'll make some stuff happen. We'll see what we can do. Oh yeah. So we could do Chicago and Michigan all in the same run.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, Michigan. Literally, the corner of Michigan's only like 2 hours from where I'm at. So I mean, you know where it's at. I mean, you were from Gary, Indiana, so you know exactly where I'm at. Yeah. So okay, you guys have been around for what, about almost 10 years, give or take.
Charlie and I have between the two bands, but this band here has been right at 3 years for this band.
Okay.
Before we rise to fall.
And if you were to confront yourself from the time when you first started the band, what advice would you give yourself?
Just keep at it, Just keep doing what you're doing.
And that's good.
You don't really change anything, because if you do, then you don't really learn, everything that you go through, even the shitty parts, like getting screwed over, that teaches you, hey, next time, make sure you get a contract signed before you drive 6 hours.
Right.
It's just like life, just learn from your mistakes and don't let them happen again.
Very valid. You go, Rob?
And probably
Yeah.
practice more, because this guy here, man, he does everything. Better than like,
It's
he
like,
plays
yeah.
sing, freaking Dave Grohl.
I just try. That's it. That's all I do is try. That's it.
You know what? And that's a valid answer because trying is how the shit gets done.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
you
when I
learn
met
from
him,
your
he was like-
mistakes and you move the fuck on. It's the only way to learn.
I met him when he was 15 back in the day,
Aw.
and he was like this little punk ass kid. He's like, "Can I jam with y'all?" I was like, "Go ahead." And he sits down. I was like, "I don't even want to play anymore." He's so damn good. I was like, "What the fuck?"
You come a long way. That's awesome.
Yeah, he was so good back then.
Well, thank you.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow, go ahead, huh?
All right. Okay, I'm gonna give you Last Supper scenario here. Who's at your table?
Oh,
Your top 12.
Top 12. To break the silence, I'll go first. Okay.
Good song though.
Hallelujah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Definitely my son. He's like, he's my rock, man, my son. So definitely him. My mom, my adopted dad, and my real dad. Let's see. My grandmother, if she was still alive. Probably Dave Grohl,
Okay.
because there'd be some interesting conversations. And
Mhm.
Joe Pesci,
Hell yeah. Dude, that'd be some funny shit.
Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
Um, I'd have to get like Donald Trump and Biden so they could just fight each other while we watch.
But I just want to be on the sidelines of your last meal.
I think that'll be enough. It's not 12, but that's enough. So, somebody's up next.
No, I can't do it. That's too many people. I can't do it. All of y'all. There we go.
There we
All
go.
of y'all, all of my family, and yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'd say. Y'all, my family, and then Dom and Vinny.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
And Lemmy. Gonna have Lemmy
Rough,
passing
man.
around the whiskey.
I guess I'd probably relapse then.
You'd have to for a party like that.
It's your last meal.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Might as well go out the bang, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Lots and lots of whiskey.
All right. To follow up that question, what are you serving?
Well, you got whiskey.
I guess Diamond, Vinny, and Lemmy's got the beverages covered.
Yeah.
You got to get Grandma to throw down some of that badass home cooking, you know?
Yeah.
Cornbread and all that shit.
All right, so I'm going to spawn from that question and go next level. Who would be your Mary Magdalene?
You.
Well, shit. I was not expecting that.
I had to put you on the spot now.
But yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting that, but beautiful answer.
Smile out of you, that's right.
Thank you. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a compliment or I like going back and forth on that one.
Yeah.
But still, I still love the answer though. I can't even be mad at it, so it works. It's funny as hell.
Nice.
Shit, I could go so far left, but I know you guys are limited on time. This is so much. It's like so much shit I can say, and so many things I can ask.
All right. Well, I normally do this on every episode, so you guys flip it on us. Ask us.
Okay. Like, what's y'all's biggest goals for 2022?
You go first.
Well, I have actually two. To get the channel to 1,000, I'm close, and trying to do a charity concert at some point.
Okay. Let's make that happen. I'll help you do both.
Thank you.
Like, if we can be a part of it, and if you need our help, even if we're not a part of it, we'll still help promote it or whatever. And
I appreciate that.
Ironically, he's on point with me too, and I'm actually in the process of the beginning steps of setting up an autism fundraiser.
oh, nice.
Something I have always wanted to do. One of my lifelong friends, her name is Donna, beautiful, beautiful woman inside and out. She has a 7-year-old son who is very, very autistic, and just started talking. Like literally, he just started speaking a year ago, and it's extremely minimal. Very minimal communication. I see what she goes through. I see the struggle. I see the tears all the time, and she still stands tall, takes her ass to work, and just the struggle. And she just stops. She refuses to stop smiling to bring herself down. She doesn't want her see her son shed a tear over trying to raise him and trying to show that she can be the mom that he needs to raise her. And I'm just talking about this. It's choking me up. She is my inspiration. And I know there's so many other parents out there with, autistic children, and anything if I can help, it's going to be through a fundraiser. And I am just beginning in talks with Brower House from up here. I don't know if you guys have heard of Brower House, but it's one of the bigger venues in the Chicagoland area that throws a lot of really killer shows. And owner Steve Brower and me are in talks about setting this up. And I'm working out the details right now, but this is something I've been wanting to do for about a year. I just keep doing more and more research regarding it, and I'm very adamant about it, and I'm hoping to do this by May. So right now, that is my goal. I don't plan, the Savages, we, as everyone knows, we're more about promotions and, getting everyone's voice out there, but, throwing a few shows out a few times a year. We represent cover as well as original. Because I'm not being judgmental on the music at all. Anything I can do to help the scene, I'm game. I'm still game for it. But this is something that's heartfelt. It's deep. It's not just because I want to do it. It's because I'm seeing the pain and struggle of somebody close to me. And she is my inspiration. And I think that this is something that is very admirable and very noble. And I would love for me and my ladies to be very much a part of it, to help contribute to the positive aspects of everything it stands for, for the donations and everything like that. And, hopefully within a month, we'll start actually physically getting shit moving. And I think I already have a couple of the bands lined up, in the area. We're going cover. No offense to the local scene. I love the local scene. God knows I do, because I'm very much in a thrash and death. That's what I'm about. But just like everyone else, I grew up in the old school scene. And not everyone's hardcore like we are. And I get that. But anything I can do to help for the cause, I'm in. And, and it's not about, trying to progress as much, of course, I want the Savages to grow. I want us to go further. I want us to do more for the scene and do more as much as we can. But right now, in my mind, it's about the fundraising. And right now, that's all I care about.
You can tell you're passionate about it. Like I said, same goes to you. Like, whatever we can do to help, let us know. Like, if we can donate something or raffle off, we'll send you some shirts or whatever. Just let us know.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much, hon.
So, pretty much last question, because you have to start rehearsing. What message do you want to leave your fans?
Well, I personally just want to tell everybody that I thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking, even if you just listen to our song for one time a day or one time a month. Like, thank you for that. We couldn't do this without you guys. I mean, we could, but it just makes it so much better when we got people out there like jamming our stuff. And like I said earlier in our previous statement, you know, when somebody tells you like, hey, like you helped us get through the day or whatever, you know, brighten our day up. Thank you for that. That means the world to us. You know, that makes what we do and all the time we spend on it worth every second, you know, just to hear that. So thank you for your continued support. And it means the world to us, for real.
And where can you be followed?
You can follow us everywhere, like
Everywhere. Facebook,
Wait.
Instagram.
yeah, TikTok, yeah, everywhere. Like all of our music's distributed on all platforms. Yeah, you can get us on iTunes, Google Play, Amazon.
Spotify.
Even though I don't like that, yes, you can find us on Spotify.
That's another topic for another day.
Yes. Yeah. Don't get me started. Yeah.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for making the
Thank you
time.
for your time.
You know, to spend time with us. You know, I wish we could, you know, me and him could keep going. You know, we always have a
Yeah.
million questions, but we do know you're short on time and you got other things to do. I just personally, from the Savage Ladies also, thank you for that. And thank you for this opportunity to meet with you also.
Hey, thank you guys so much. It was our pleasure for, you know, we hope to do this again soon. We got more time.
Just hit one of us up.
Yeah.
Very appreciative. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
You
sir.
guys have a great night.
Y'all too.
You too.
Take care.
Take care.